We are here at the surrender site where Pemberton and Ulysses S. Grant met on July 4th, 1863. And if you can hear my heavy breathing, I just ran up the hill right there. But here you have the Louisiana Monument up here. It's part of the Great Redoubt complex, and that is there at the top of that hill. Just over here you have the Shirley House, which is the White House there, and the Illinois Monument. And you can see again the incredibly difficult terrain that the Union troops would have had to come across. I do want to show you this marker here, and this is the site of the interview between Major General U.S. Grant and Lieutenant General Pemberton, July 4th, 1863. So the two of them met here at this spot, supposedly, to discuss the surrender terms. And if you remember from the story, it almost didn't happen, but eventually they hashed it out, they got it taken care of, and the surrender was finalized on July 4th. And if you know your history, you know that Pemberton was not a native Southerner. He was from Pennsylvania, state where I grew up, but he married a Southern belle. And when the Southern states seceded, he decided that he was going to go with his wife's native state, and so he went with the Confederacy. And there were a lot of people in the Confederacy who were not happy with John Pemberton. They believed that he basically was a traitor and that he gave up Vicksburg on purpose. But Pemberton was a close friend of the Davises, and that's why he was in the position he was in. He was not a very good battlefield commander, as Champion Hill and Big Black Bridge kind of shows, but he was a good administrator, and that's how he found himself in the position he was in. After his surrender here at Vicksburg, nobody would touch Pemberton as far as infantry went. And so a man who had the rank of lieutenant general in the infantry forces resigned and went into the artillery. And at the end of the war, he is in charge of artillery, and with the rank of I believe colonel, but not 100% certain on that. So pretty steep fall, and I believe you find him over in the Eastern Theater by the end of the war. A steep fall from grace, but he does remain true to the Confederacy to the bitter end. But this is where he surrenders to Ulysses S. Grant on July 4th, 1863.